What is up, people? Welcome back to VogelStang, and thanks for checking out this video. I know it's been a while, and I've been struggling with a few different decisions and some time, but I wanted to get this video up there and give you my impressions of the JLT cold air intake and the Palm Beach Dyno 93 tune. And I've already been in the car. I've been driving it around. I know, so it's been like 3 months since I really did this. Did all the changes and everything. So I've been driving the car, and you know, I'm already used to the changes. But I really do remember everything that it was. I really do remember all my first impressions when I first got in the car and started driving it around. JLT cold air intake. I know it's okay. I hope that you guys can hear me. JLT cold air intake, Palm Beach Dyno 93 octane tune is what I got. I do have an E85 tune that I haven't done anything with yet. That will be in the future. I have a whole timeline. So first impressions for JLT cold air intake and the 93 tune. As soon as I started it up, immediately there was a difference in sound, right? So everything sounded much more open and louder. So previous videos where I mentioned about the MBRP race exhaust and how there's really not too much drone with it, but after the tune it bumps it up a notch. So if anybody you know, kind of like wants to stay away from any kind of drone at all, I would say MBRP and race exhaust with the tune, you're starting to get to that point where there may be a little bit of drone. So even at idle it's louder. Just trying to find some spots to really get on it here, but we got a lot of traffic here today at this time, so I'll find a spot though. So with the MBRP race exhaust and the JLT cold air intake and the tune, it definitely bumped up the sound level quite a bit. Like if you can hear right now, I mean, I'm at 62,000 RPMs. I feel like I have to talk a little bit louder so you guys can hear me. So I didn't feel that way so much before. Another thing that I noticed is previously with just the MBRP race exhaust, nothing else done to the car, I had no problems going to drive-thrus, right? So drive-thrus were no problem, and you could order. I didn't have to turn the car off and all this stuff. It was not, you know, any kind of drive-thrus were no problem. Now, see, it's just that little bump in sound that I think put me over the edge, where now when I go to drive-thrus to order my food or whatever it is I'm going to the drive-thru for, picking up a prescription, some guy's in the middle lane. He wants to get all the way over to the right lane so he can exit. A little late decision if you ask me, but hey. So when I go to the drive-thrus now, a lot of times I'm getting if I don't turn the car off, the teller is like, what? Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that? I didn't hear what you said. Your car is kind of loud and I can't hear you. So I found that now I have to turn the car off when I go through a drive-thru. So there's another thing. If you're going to be doing this combination, what you may, you know, an issue that you may run into. Another thing noticed right off the bat, as soon as I got the car out and driving it out the driveway, driving it down the road, the throttle response is amazing. It's like really instant. That's another thing. A little more more poppy, right? So I don't have a burble tune or anything like, you know, pop tune or whatever they call it. So throttle response was amazing, right? It's absolutely excellent. Like, it's just, it's I swear it was a different car. When you get into this and you get on the gas, it is really like a different animal. It just like unleashes the beast, right? So you got this beast here, and it's, you know, it's beastly and everything, but it's kind of dormant, you know, it's kind of just laying there, and you get this tune and a JLT cold air intake, the combination of the two, it just like unleashes the beast, and really it just feels like a different animal. It's really awesome. I think I'm actually very sorry that I drove this car for 23,000 miles already, and I didn't have this earlier. Without a doubt, if I get another Mustang, the thing I'm gonna do, I mean, initially I was worried about the whole, should I do it, should I not do it? I never did a tune before on a car. This is all new to me. I was worried about the warranty, all that stuff. But now that I've been there, now that I've done it, if I were to get a new Mustang, a brand new Mustang, without a doubt, this would be on the top of the list to get first, right there with the exhaust. Exhaust, JLT cold air intake, the tune, the 93 tune, definitely on the top of my list of getting done first. Just because, you know, you're driving the car every day, or whenever you drive the car, it's, you know, it's just an amazing difference that you feel. I feel like if I went back to a non-tuned car, I think it would be a little bit I can't say boring, but it would take away that extra fun factor, you know, that extra cream on the top, that extra cherry. So without a doubt, it's the first thing I'm going to be doing. What else? So you got the sound, you got the throttle response, RPM, the shifting at the RPMs is definitely higher. It's revving out to 7,500. I was a little worried the first time that I got on the car. I was like, is it going to shift? Is it going to shift? Is it going to shift? Is the limiter still there? Is that still there? You know, so I had these worries when I was first driving it. All has been perfect with the car. I don't find any issues at all. Shifts great. I've taken it to the track. Yes, I've taken it to the track. Unfortunately, I don't have footage. It was kind of one of those days where I just, you know, I just wasn't feeling it that day. I just kind of wanted to go there and concentrate on the track, right? So the first two times I went to the track, I'm recording, I'm doing all this stuff, and you know, it's just this extra layer of things you got to remember when you're at the track. Okay, do I have the GoPro on? Do I have this GoPro on? Did I turn, you know, is my phone on? And is my recording? And, you know, is the battery low? And did it turn off? And all this stuff. You know, it was just this extra layer of you know, things to remember to do at the track. And I kind of wanted to have a more relaxed approach and just focus on the car at the track. So I don't have any footage. I do have time slips, and I do have my experiences that I'll share with you. So I do have that. I can't complain. Palm Beach Shino has been great. I like their tune. Granted, I have nothing to compare it to. It's the only tune that I've ever gotten. So for me, I'm really enjoying it at this point in time. The other thing about this tune is it's definitely shifting more aggressively, for sure, and hold on, I've got to wait this traffic. So one thing, it's definitely shifting harder, so that's a big difference. You can feel it. It's definitely more aggressive. And how about power? I would say, I mean, I do feel a difference with the JLT cold air intake and the tune. I feel like it's faster. So there is definitely a power increase, I feel, and I was really hoping to see that at the track, but that didn't happen. Awesome. I don't even have words. So that wasn't even, I wasn't even pinning it, right? So that was like 90%, 80%, 80 to 90%, somewhere in that range. So I didn't have it floored. Still kind of in like roads where there's a lot of cars, potential for other stuff. So I really didn't pin it, but even with the 80 to 90% that I was that I had it down, that's just so much better than it was stock. It's so much better. If you're thinking about doing it and you're on the fence, just do it. Forget the warranty. Just do it. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. You know. Honestly, no. Just if you're on the fence and you weigh in all the pros and cons and the potential. I mean, Ford may still work on your car and fix things if you just have a tune. I don't know. So I've heard some dealerships do, some dealerships won't do it. But it's up to you if you want to take that chance. But I'm all for it. I need gas. I have to tell you about the tune. I love it. It's probably the best mod that I've done to the car, so it's been my favorite so far. I mean, every little piece that I've done has added a little bit of this or a little bit of that to the car, but by far MBRP exhaust, the race exhaust, definitely my favorite right now. And the combination of the JLT cold air intake and the 93 tune. So those are my two top mods for my Mustang right now. If I were to get a brand new Mustang or a Mustang that didn't have any mods done to it, those would be the first two things that I would do. Just for pure driving experience, those two really made a huge difference. Alright, so here's something I've been struggling with recently. I just hit about 2 years with this Mustang, so I got it on July 11th of 2019. It's now like July, 20-something, 4th maybe. So I just hit 2 years with with this car, and there's a couple things that I've been struggling with as being an owner of this particular Mustang. And I'm unsure of the direction